Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, nice fall day, 53 sunshine. The hoodies are all over the place. I got them all lined up, Cande, ready to go.
39 degrees outside my house right now.
It is fall, yeah, we got a chill in the air this morning, and going to be about 53 for your high today. The rest of the week looking pretty good, about 53, mix of sun and clouds all week.
Downhill from here.
Yeah. Don't think of it that way. That's not...
Right? I'm taking the negative route this morning.
Listen, I say this every year, and I believe so. Honestly, I think I say this every year. Thanksgiving will be upon you before you know it. Then,
I know that.
Right, you got Christmas and New Year's right before you know it. And then you're into January. And at that point, you're only really two and a half months away from getting out of this thing.
I like the positive attitude you're having this morning, but I think back to last January and February when it snowed piles and piles and piles. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be as bad.
I hope not. Yesterday, I guess, and I had written down here at the end of the show for today to talk about facial hair. You wanted to talk about facial hair.
I don't care if I talk about it. I don't like it.
Oh, right. You mentioned you didn't like facial hair.
Right.
It has to be no beard, clean cut. Now, obviously, different people have different thoughts on that, Cande.
I know.
Some people like the heavy beard, the mountain man, right?
Yes, some do.
So my father, and as you know, my mother and father listen every day. They listen to the broadcast when we put up the best of on licountry.com. And then they text me later in the day some of their thoughts. So my father says he agrees with you on the facial hair.
I love him.
He tries to shave even at this point where he's not going out to work or anything. He tries to shave every other night, he says.
Yeah, Brian does the same thing.
He also says in the Army, he put water in his helmet and shaved when on maneuvers. He had a little kit in his duffel bag.
This is a man for me.
How about this?
I love it. Your father's fantastic. Listen, he doesn't like facial hair either.
Yeah, how about this one? Then he goes on to say, because I said, wow, that was my one-word response, wow. And then he goes on, he says, 1999, I had back surgery about 8 a.m. That night, 11 o'clock at night, I got up and shaved.
Oh, he wanted to look his best. No, I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's something?
It's
so
great. Yep.
He's with you on the facial hair, Cande.
Well, it's nice to have someone on my side for a change.
It's about time. I mean, really, for sure. I also found the new release of the top baby names of the year, Cande. And I know you love this because everyone likes to see how on the pulse of society they are, Cande.
Yes.
The top 10 girls' names. Number 1 this year, Olivia.
I love that name.
I have a niece with that name. Number 2 is Emma. Number 3 is Amelia, that's a beautiful name. That happens to be the name of a sister of one of Leah's best friends.
Oh, yeah, and you don't hear Amelia that often.
It's true.
I guess now you do.
It's true. Ava, Sophia, Charlotte, Isabella, Mia, Luna, and Harper round out the girls.
All right.
The top 10 boys, Liam, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Noah, number 2. Oliver is 3. And would you look at number 4? It is Elijah.
Popular name.
Yes, I'm very good at baby naming, Cande. Very good.
Really? Because you want the names to be popular?
Well, I started a trend. Elijah was never in the top 10, and now look at it.
Oh, well, pardon me.
Lucas, Levi, Mason, Asher, James, and Ethan round out the top 10. Now, here is the most interesting thing. The reason I bring up this whole article in the first place. Because people have no original thought in their head. They start naming their kids after pop culture things. So, what were the big names on TV the last 18 months? Well, people have started to name their kids Keely, Roy, Jamie, Bex, and Rupert from the show Ted Lasso.
Oh, my goodness.
They have become popular. Daphne and Eloise from Bridgerton have seen gains.
All right.
The name Lilibet has now seen a rise in
All
popularity.
right, please now.
That's Queen Elizabeth's nickname. And also Prince Harry and Meghan Markle chose it for their daughter.
Right.
As you can imagine, Ruth from Ruth Bader Ginsburg jumped in popularity.
Oh, look at that.
People spending more time outdoors, Bear, Everest, and Forest have gained popularity, Cande.
Okay.
Yes. And this might be the weirdest trend, and you'll regret this later in life. People are naming their kids after Peloton instructors.
Oh.
Okay?
No, it's not okay.
Cody, Rigsby, Robin, Allie, and Adrian, Peloton instructors. Those are hot baby names.
Okay.
Trust
I
me.
try to give my kids names with meaning.
Agreed.
Like you're named after your grandfather and my mother and all these things. Something with a little history.
Agreed. We did like first letter, L, A, E. We have a lot of those in our family. Also, after we named Leah, we wanted, I've told you this before, we wanted the word Leah, L-I-A, in some form to be in our other kids' names. So Abigail has Leah backwards at the end of her name.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And Elijah has Leah, but a J in the middle of Leah.
Look at that.
Honest truth. When we decided on, first we went for the letters, and then we decided we wanted to pick a name with the word Leah in it, so they all have a link. The three of them.
That's so cute.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
Thoughtfulness, Cande. Thoughtfulness.
Very much so. I'll have to say that my two, Casey's really Kenneth, after his father and grandfather, Clayton, after my father.
Mm-hmm.
We call him Casey. And then Evan from my mother, Edith. And James, well, her last name was Jaffe, so that's how I worked that in, but that's also the middle name of his father.
Very nice. See? Thoughtfulness.
So a little bit of everybody in there.
My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.